a great example of that. She has the Caring Place,
Yes.
and it is such an important organization there now that y'all are looking to actually expand because the need is that great.
Yeah, so we've really seen in the last few years just that there's opportunity for us to be able to better serve our neighbors by expanding some of our services. Our food program, we've had our family food pantry for over 20 years and been able to kind of help to fight food insecurity within our community. But we really want to give our neighbors the opportunity to choose the foods that they need so that they can better have healthier access to those food items. So an expansion means that we get to have a client choice food pantry. Gets to mean that we help our neighbors with better access to housing services, to better kind of move along a continuum of care for supportive housing and stable housing. So this expansion is really exciting for us.
You're using a word I think is really important, and that is the word neighbors.
Yes.
The first time I went to Cleveland was for something up there, and it was like immediately this tangible thing you could put your fingers on, this sense of community that is there. And you are not alone in the nonprofit world of people who are looking to help.
Yes, absolutely. We have such collaborative partners in Bradley County. I've been able to work our local United Way. We have programs like Free to Fly, Foundation House Ministries, City Field, so Family Promise. We have so many nonprofit partners that really want to link hands and truly just help our neighbors, and to really link hands with our neighbors themselves. You know, those that find themselves in need, they have something to contribute to our community. They're the best source of how do we move forward.
It's an empowerment that you're bringing.
Absolutely.
So at the Caring Place, though, you are unique because you are there for everyone, any family.
Any family who finds themselves in need. We have a comprehensive social work and case management services, so that if you find yourself in need to navigate resources or to figure out where the next step is, then we're able to help you with that through, we have 5 different case managers that can kind of walk alongside our neighbors as they seek change. And our new facility will help to expand that, make that more accessible. So we'll have lots of different services for individuals to really pursue some upward economic mobility.
Okay, is that where, because you and I had chatted a bit before we got on camera, is that where this $1,400 thing comes into play?
Yeah, so that's connected to our Getting Ahead program. So that is a program that uses the Bridges Out of Poverty curriculum and kind of framework to help individuals who are kind of trapped in poverty, that are really, you know, having trouble moving past that need for today, to really have a plan for the future. And going through that program, it's a 16-week program, and they actually earn $1,400 that can help them financially. Those are financial incentives that they can earn in order to kind of really jumpstart their financial and upward economic mobility. So our new facility will allow the opportunity for them to be able to go through that more, connect with Staying Ahead resources and social capital within our community, so that they can really start to move forward.
Do you get a chance to see, or do you feel like you see kind of small miracles happen every day?
Yeah.
Because people, I would think, come into you, and the truth is they might not know how. They know what they want, but how do you get there?
Exactly, yeah. So, you know, often we see that neighbors who come to see us, it's not necessarily their best day, you know, and they're in a place that they may be hungry, they may be worried, they may be hopeless because they're not really sure the next place to go. And we have our neighbors, you know, we just had a recent graduation, and one of our graduates expressed, you know, that, you know, it was kind of one of those days I went home and cried a lot after this. But now I'm excited about the next steps. I know where I want to go and how I want to get there. And so we're really thankful for that. So.
And do you think, I'm kind of putting you on the hot seat.
That's okay.
But do you think that some people, even watching today, may just have the wrong idea of who it is that's using your services?
Yeah, you know, I think that's one of the things that we try to work really hard on, is to kind of help increase the understanding of those in poverty. So individuals who are experiencing poverty are just that, they're people. They are our neighbors. They're people who have a lot of gifts to contribute to the community, who have really just found themselves in a place that there's been barriers, there's been ways that they've not been able to navigate, things that have been obstacles in their path, and they really just need opportunity to find those resources to see that next step. I love the work that we get to do at the Caring Place, because I'm reminded daily, you know, we're a faith-based organization, and I'm reminded daily that the face of Christ is in the face of our neighbor. together, and I love that. I love to see the joy on somebody when they are able to accomplish something, when they find the food item. The other day I was walking through a clothing department. I just complimented somebody. I said, "Oh, you have found a beautiful dress." She said, "I know, it kind of reminds me of Lucille Ball." She said, "I just think I'm going to feel so pretty in it." And I thought, that right there, just to have somebody feel confident as they go out the building because they found an item of clothing.
And you know, the older I get, I think I've got a few years on you, but the older I get, the more I just simply almost ache to find ways to be kind to somebody.
Yes.
You don't always, you have to kind of learn how to seek that in your day. And we're not always successful, but what a kick it is when you do it, isn't it?
Absolutely. You know, so it's sometimes it's easier sometimes to be upset or to complain. We have to make the effort at times for kindness, but there's so much more impact if we choose that.
Okay, so I know I've only got a minute left with you. I know I want to have you back on before July because you've got this big event coming up.
We do. So we are going to have an old-fashioned barn raising. You know that theme that everybody just comes together, brings what they have, and when they combine those things, they're able to do something great and monumentous. And that is going to be our campaign kickoff for our building, which we hope to break ground on in the fall. We have our property secured. We're developing plans, and so we just want to encourage everybody to keep that date on their calendars, July 21st.
And we'll have you back before then. And in the meantime, if you kind of have felt moved by what they're doing up there at the Caring Place and you'd like to help them toward that end, you can find more at thecaringplaceonline.org, right?
Yes, yeah. So thecaringplaceonline.org, you can go there. It's got all of our information, how to give, how to partner, and how to volunteer.
Thank you, Corinne.
Thanks so much, Julie.
Seems like CBD stores are popping up on every corner. Make sure you choose a knowledgeable vendor you can trust, like the Hemp House. Choose from products that are locally